So today me and Raiden decided to come to Bays Mountain Park and Planetarium here in Kingsport. It is, I think, just a few minutes after 1, and when I got out of the car it was saying that it was 48 degrees. It is actually supposed to hit like 52, 53 today. So we wanted to take advantage of that and get out on this lovely Tuesday. So we're just gonna do a 1.6 mile loop here in the park. The park does close around 5 p.m. during winter hours. So we just want to do something fairly short just to get out, get some exercise, feel the sun on our skin, and enjoy this beautiful day. Here we are. We just walked across the dam and we are, so there's 2 different ways you can go here. We are going to go up to the left of this sign here. So we are going to take this Bays Ridge Road, and we're going to go down to Orchid and then come back up Lake Road. Sorry that the camera's shaking. I had to stand on my tiptoes to get that. Whew. Look at that moss. Here we've got a bench. Looks fairly new. See if there's a view. So a view of the adjacent ridge. Let's keep going up. So not too far up, there's another bench here. And it's looking this direction where it looks like there is a little bit of a view. So let's take a look. Yeah. Alright, so I was thinking I was gonna have to climb up that until I saw this sign. So I haven't seen any other people on the trail so far today. The parking lot wasn't overly crowded. There's some days you pull it and it's like, holy crap, there's a ton of people here. Not so bad today. And I think a lot of people do the Lakeside Trail or the Fire Tower Trail. I would have to say that's probably the 2 most popular trails, and probably the Cliffside Observation Tower. Now that they have refurbished it, that's probably going to become another big attraction in the park. So sometimes these trails that are just kind of like little forest walks don't get quite as much love as those other trails that actually have like a destination. So yeah, it's nice being out here and it just being quiet. It's really peaceful, and I think me and Raiden are both enjoying it. He hasn't made a peep. What are you doing back there, bud? Oop, I changed sides on you. Hey, what are you doing? My face is red from all that incline. He looks good. I always have issues with knowing how many layers to put on him. Like, it's probably hit 50 And I'm wondering if I should take the hat off of him, if I should take his mittens off of him. I know I'm hot, but I'm moving. He's just sitting back there, so it's hard for me to really gauge. Is he comfortable? Is he hot? Is he cold? Usually when Justin's with me, one of us will just kind of stick our fingers down the back of his shirt just to kind of feel his neck, or up his pant leg, around his ankles to see what his skin feels like there. When it's just me by myself with him, it's a little bit harder. But I think he's okay. I think he would let me know if he got too uncomfortable. At least I hope. Here in this spot. And we've made it down to Lake Road. What does this say? And there's the water. I'm going to walk down the road here just a bit because I want to show you the beaver. What is the term for their house? I guess it wouldn't be a beaver dam, it would be a beaver house. You know what I'm talking about, even if I don't use the correct term. And maybe there is not a term, maybe den? Beaver den? Maybe? I don't know. If you know what beaver's home is called, let me know. But I can just see it through the trees here. Get a little closer. All right, here it is. Look at that handiwork. Be cool to see a beaver. But yeah. So I'm pretty sure the entrance is underwater, and that's to protect from predators. So it's pretty neat that they have an underwater entrance into their home. Look at that. And they've got all this water. Funny story. Several years ago, before raiding, me and Justin were in a big Pokemon Go kick. And I mean, we were playing every day, like weekdays. He would meet me after work. We'd walk around town. We'd drive around and go to all these different parks. And one night in winter, it was so cold, we decided to go to one of our local parks. And we were the only ones there. You know, it was dark, it was cold. We were the only crazy people out at the park. And we're walking, there's a creek that goes through the park. And all of a sudden we hear this big splash. And we were like, what is that? It was a beaver in the city park. We were probably a good 3 miles from where the little creek there connects to the river. And for some reason, I just didn't realize beavers would go that far, I guess, away from a big water source like that. Like, That's crazy for me to think that that beaver followed that little teeny tiny stream that far away from the river. Like, it was crazy. Because when Justin went to see what made the splash, he ended up seeing it swimming in the creek, and it like splashed with its tail. It was pretty cool. I'll never forget that. I'll probably be telling that story for forever. And there's where the Lakeside Trail connects. And I could go down there and walk next to the lake, but I think I'm just gonna stay up here on the lake road for today. We actually did our maternity pictures right over here next to the lake. And we just came out from here. That's where we went up earlier. And right down here is the dam that we will be walking back across to get to the parking lot. All right, so we're back in the car. It is 2:20, so that just took about an hour to do 1.6. Not too bad, considering the first part was a lot of incline. But yeah, that's it for today's hike. Thanks for watching.